Frank Trigg, Josh Koscheck. Who do you guys like?
Nah, you think?
No. I'm just saying, Trigg's our boy.
Oh, yeah. I love Trigg, but I think he's fighting a hard fight, man.
Yeah.
That's like, Josh Koscheck is just, I mean, love him or hate him, that fool he can fight. And I'll put him up there with anybody any day of the week. I mean, if he shows up, he's just a guy who, like, can put other things out of his mind and just get in there and want to train hard and fight. And he wants to win, and he wants to be, he wants the limelight. He wants people to like him, and he knows that through winning he can get that, and he sees that as just his ticket. And he goes out there and trains his ass off. He trains with some of the best guys in the world up at Bob Cook's gym, and I think, I think he's. I love Trigg, but I think he's got a hard fight. If he can win this fight, it'll definitely put him on the map.
And then, of all the guys who have come from the Ultimate Fighter, Koscheck is easily one of the top 2, 3, 4 guys who have gotten the best, gotten better since the show came out. His skills. He was just a wrestler on the show. That was it. Take people down and kind of lay there. But now he's got a great stand-up game. He's got good jiu-jitsu. He's progressed, I think, one of the top 2 or 3 guys.
I'd like to see him and Diego fight again. Those 2 guys.
Yeah, I mean, even on the show, look how good Diego Sanchez is. He's one of the guys also that's gotten so good from the show.
Yeah, but Diego was good. I mean, Diego was a well-rounded champion.
He was a
well-rounded
guy.
In the cage. And for Koscheck to take him the
decision.
The decision. I mean, goes to show you what kind of fighter he is, even at that level. And now that he's been training with some really good guys like John Fitch, and guys at that caliber and level, and he's a terror now. I can't wait to see the fight, though. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah, it is. Pro Cop and Junior Dos Santos.
I don't know.
I don't know a lot about Dos Santos.
Crow Cop?
Crow Cop, and I just don't know.
Yeah.
You match them up, but there's so many variables in that fight.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. You got anybody?
I don't know. I'm gonna take Junior.
Yeah.
I think so.
I think he's the hungrier fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely agreed. Campman and Paul Daly.
I'll take Martin Campman.
I'll take Campman.
Campman. Yeah, I like him in that one too. And the last one on the pay-per-view, Hermes Franca, and where's that blank?
Who's Franca?
Hermes is fighting. Oh, Tyson Griffin.
Tyson Griffin, of course. Yeah, that's a good
fight.
I'm not even gonna say it.
Yeah. Did Hermes make weight on him?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, did. He came in like 5 pounds over or something. I was like, what?
Catch weight, 159.
Yeah,
they did. That's right.
See, that was weird because it was a catch weight, but what's his name was it? Tyson was 55.
Well, Tyson agreed to fight. That's why he said, "I'll fight him at that weight."
Is that what happened?
It's the only way you can put that.
Oh, it wasn't a catch weight from the beginning.
I don't think so.
Hermes will forfeit part of his purse.
Yeah, of course.
That's crazy. Tyson was probably like, give me his purse. I'll let him fight it that way. I don't care.
Yeah.
Take half his purse.
You know what it is? Once you're at this level, 3-4 pounds doesn't mean a damn thing.
Yeah.
Maybe because you're cutting. There was a couple extra pounds that Tyson Griffin cut as opposed to Hermes might have.
Yeah.
But he's a wrestler, so he's used to it.
But probably, if he was smart, he still made him cut, and then when he couldn't make the weight, he said, "Okay, I'll do it." Yeah.
Try it anyway.
Yeah.
All right, last question. Big day for Dallas, opening up the new stadium.
Yeah.
The boys around here are kind of calling it the Death Star. I don't know if y'all heard that.
We haven't seen it yet.
It's such a.
Everybody keeps telling. We were talking to the owner. Who's the owner?
Cuban.
No, not.
Oh,
Cuban.
Jerry Jones Jr.
Yeah, Jerry Jones. And we were talking to him yesterday, and he said, "Man, like the stadium's like oversold, and there's a ton of people." And then we were talking to Cuban yesterday too, and it's just going to be a big kickoff, I'm sure.
Yeah.
He says that Herschel says the screen's huge. We haven't seen it yet, but it's insane.
Oh, the screen is so big, and you're sitting there, you don't watch the games.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
you watch the screen. And you're sitting there watching, and then you realize, wait, there's a game going on. No, we can watch the game. But I'm like, it's 80 from 20 to 20. It's a darn thing.
Yeah, 80 yards, bro.
And it's double
Come on.
Yeah, and then not only that, they got them like up on the in the darn thing. So it's like.
I heard one of the kickoffs hit the preseason. One of the kickoffs hit the screen.
Yep.
That's
He
crazy.
probably did it on purpose. Like, let me see if I can get that.
Yeah, they were talking about, hey, maybe we'll lift it. It costs about $25 million. We'll lift it 5 feet. Come on,
It's ridiculous.
that's crazy.
You know, I think one of the things that I think you're getting to talk about, which is going to be big for this sport, with Floyd Mayweather thinking that boxing is going to outdo pay-per-view tonight in MMA, I think they're going to be a rude awakening.
Yeah, he missed weight too.
Yeah, he got to pay money.
Wow, he did?
Yeah, he got to pay
What?
$600,000.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I just got a text yesterday that one of Mayweather's camp was walking around in a TapouT shirt on the 24/7 show. And, we've met him a few times. But, yeah, I mean, and we were talking a lot about that too. But it's weird too because, Mayweather's a huge name in boxing. Probably the biggest name in boxing, one of the biggest names in boxing right now. And so that'd be. I wish we could. I'd like to see that put one of UFC's top cards together. Like a Brock Lesnar fight,
George St. Pierre also.
and a St. Pierre, fighting on a card against a top boxing card.
Let's battle it out.
Pacquiao and then see what happens. But definitely, whether we're in their rearview mirror or they're in our rearview mirror. The sport of mixed martial arts is definitely there to be reckoned with. So it's gonna be huge. And then I don't know if you heard, but the Ultimate Fighter show had its best premiere ever for the show. It was like over 4 million viewers or something for a Spike. That's pretty big.
One more question. I want to use the time here. So we had. It looks like, and Herschel, you can weigh in on this too, certainly, because it looks like we might be headed towards, NFL-wise, a lockout. Maybe. There's kind of rumors going on there. And Dana White has always been alluding to, the network deal's coming, We saw what the lockout did to baseball. We saw what it even did to basketball. Might this be MMA and UFC's chance to kind of jump in the spotlight if a network deal came around the same time?
I think they're already in the spotlight.
Yeah.
I think this could be a time that they can get even bigger. And I think it'll get people that really were not aware of what MMA really was become more aware of it. Because, they're in the spotlight. We start seeing it on ESPN. They promote it. ESPN is starting talking about it. They start talking about the winner. So they're there. And I think the lockout is going to be better.
Yeah.
For MMA. But, it's hard to say because they always say lockout.
I mean, football's still football, baseball's baseball. But the one thing that our sport's going to have here in the next few years is we always talk about, and it's kind of been when we started the brand, what we always had in our mindset was that we're just now today starting to get 5-year-olds training in mixed martial arts. That's never happened before. St. Pierre started training when he was like 20 years old,
Yeah.
I mean, this is a guy who, we don't have any guys in the UFC today that were training mixed martial arts when they were 5 years old. And that's what football and baseball has always had. It's always had the pee-wee football and the t-ball for baseball. And those kids have been brought up in the sport. Now today, we're going to have these 5-year-olds who are training today, and we're going to be brought up in the sport.
Now, look at Herschel. How old were you when you started playing football?
13.
13. Imagine if St. Pierre started doing mixed martial arts when he was 13.
Unbelievable.
Brock Lesnar if he was 13. Imagine how even much more better they'd be now.
And I think this is global.
Yeah.
MMA is global, which means a lot. And that's why I think this could be an Olympic sport.
Yeah.
Because it's global where every country have a mixed martial art somewhere. So I think this could be a global thing.
Yeah. Well, all right, guys. I certainly appreciate the time. You guys have been more than hospitable, awesome, and we'll leave it.